Coming right up, the Warriors taking on the Rockets. For the Golden State Warriors, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Rockets, Warriors, coming right up after this.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, it'll be interesting to see where they take the game plan tonight. Offensively, do they rely on one or two guys to carry the load, or do they spread the wealth? We'll see. Man, we are in for a treat. Two incredible front courts in this one, Shaq. Talented and highly skilled.
You know, it used to be only a few forwards that could step out and torture from deep. Now, that's the key role to a lot of teams.
You know what? The amount of mobility now in the front courts is incredible. I mean, you know, hey, Shaq, you look kind of svelte right now. What are you, running around 250 bills?
600.
600 pounds?
Told you.
Yeah. All day, every day.
I told you.
Oh, are we still on the air?
Oh, man.
Strike that from the tape.
We've got it down, Kevin. Back to you.
I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep. I'ma need you to back up. Spilling the tea, you stirring the cup. I'ma need you to back up. I'ma need you to back up. Yep.
Welcome to this Sunday afternoon edition of the NBA here on 2K Sports. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys, Coach Steve Kerr likens Stephen Curry to what he calls a short Tim Duncan for his leadership. Kerr said, having played with Tim and going through stuff in San Antonio, when you have a guy like him, a guy like Steph, it makes your whole world easier. He's a guy we count on to keep things rolling. Kevin, back to you.
He is an amazing leader. DA, thank you. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Bodyguard is out there with D, and it's P in at the 3, the small forward. And for Golden State, Curry and Klay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. T is out there with Dub, and his baddest one in at the 3 spot. And tonight's game may be won or lost on that front line, Smitty. What makes for an effective front court tandem, do you think?
I think, first of all, that tandem can switch on pick and rolls. That tandem can shoot the basketball and also make plays somewhat like a guard. But the biggest thing is if they can rebound and able to guard smaller guys, this will make them great.
Interesting. Now, here's Westbrook. Top of the key. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Just the first good move in a game of chess between these two coaches.
Strategy is going to be a big part of the outcome tonight. We'll see which team dictates the style of play.
And so the Houston Rockets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Curry. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
We know this about Steph Curry. He can hit it from anywhere, outside, inside, in between.
Here's Westbrook, and the rejection by Curry. They get it back. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. The Rockets shooting their first foul shot of the game. That one misses for Fernandez.
One area the Warriors have stood out is their chemistry. Last season, we saw they were tested on-court arguments, some tension, but this team too locked in to let that persist.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And he's good on the three ball. And Steve, to what extent do you think the KD's free agency rumors affected the Warriors?
You know, I think it was a big part of it because everybody was talking. There was a lot of chatter for the first time we have seen with the Golden State Warriors team. Even when he got hurt in the playoffs, all you heard was, they're better without him. No. When you're at the top, there's a lot of noise. Tuning that out becomes critical.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
That's good from Stephen Curry. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Outside Westbrook. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound is going to come down. Well timed. Rockets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter. Fernandez, the pass to Pete. And here's Harden. 5 on the clock. But they get it done. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. So for the Rockets. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Outside, Green. Over to the left wing. Pass to Poole. It's blocked. It's stolen by Green. To the inside. Everett. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Showing patience, taking time to read the defense. Draymond finds the open man.
Out to the right wing. Let's go. Another miss by Houston. The Warriors trailing. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Poole, and Covington sends it back. Goes up the baseline. That shot, no good. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. Here's Maverick, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. And there's the pass to D. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Reyes. That one a little long. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Warriors lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. All the great Golden State Warriors scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Well, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
You've got Green. He's out there with the Prodigy. Maverick out there with Doc. And it's Poole in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Wiggins is checked in for the Warriors. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Gordon's checked in for Robert Covington. Here's the Prodigy, and it's in there. The Prodigy's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of it?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I
knew you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
And the 3 off target. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Maverick. Nice pass. Nice catch and a resounding dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Reyes, the pass to D. Nailed from three-point land. D's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Wiggins, right side. And Wiggins throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Green with the block.
What a play from Draymond to rise up and send it back. He really takes pride in his defense.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Free throw good, Green. And Draymond Green does so much on the floor. It's hard to quantify by any measurement.
And people have called Draymond a product of the system before. But I don't care where he is. Draymond is going to be a major impact with his defense and playmaking.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Looney's checked in for Maverick. Baddest one comes in for the Prodigy. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Doc.
The 2017 Defensive Player of the Year, Draymond's biggest advancements have really come on the offensive end.
That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Gordon.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
Now here's Green. Back to Wiggins. Eric Gordon grabs the board.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Rivers surveying the D. And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Fernandez missing.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
It started off looking good, but the timing was just a little off, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by Draymond Green.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
The Warriors and they can't miss the free throw. 5 for 5. Both teams deciding to change it up.
They have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
He gets trailed by 10. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the half. Back to Rivers. Pass to the bodyguard. Shot clock at 6. He was all alone on that one. The bodyguard's got his second basket.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
And the Warriors miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Curry, wide open. It's rebounded by Houston. The bodyguard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Covington wide open. He fires. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
So smart in these situations. Love how Covington often picks the correct route to run.
Curry fires from way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead. They're up by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. With Draymond Green, Draymond rebounding a bit of a struggle. How do you improve that?
Hit your man. Get 5 guys to the boards. Guards get in there and clean up those boards that's loose, but our big guys got to hold our mans off, and we've been doing that this half.
We'll see if all 5 can get you more boards in that second half, Dre. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Well, for the Warriors, Kenny, what did you see from them?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight. Not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
They did some good things, but the defense could have been much better. They allowed too many open looks, allowed the other team to make over half the shots. Some of that is not getting enough pressure on the ball, not really contesting at the rim. They look good, but not good enough.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Without question, Maverick displaying his skills today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. They've led by as much as 10. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. G out there with B, and it's the bodyguard and at the pivot spot manning the middle. So here's Westbrook following the score by Golden State. Here's P, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's James. Got it. Good job in the low post. James has got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Well, Steve, it's expected that we'll eventually allow 18-year-olds to enter the NBA draft. Proud Michigan State alum. Are you concerned players may miss something by choosing to skip the college experience?
You know, Kevin, in this situation, for sure, there's some players that I would say is going to make some mistakes and maybe come out too early and not be ready. But I think we have to allow them to have these decisions and not have these decisions taken away from them. I love college, but there are some guys that are just ready to go play in the NBA, just like other areas of life. When you're ready, you're ready.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Curry. Here's the three. The Rockets pull it in.
I'll tell you what, he's been off target all night, and his teammates have had to rally.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and James pulls it down.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Murray finds James. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Curry. James, the pass to Thompson. Over Harden. The 19-footer is on the money. Thompson's got 5.
Give the defense credit. They tried to take away Thompson's airspace, but we know he has the quick trigger.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They gotta be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
So both teams making some changes here. Outside, Scott. And some nice passing there by Houston. Reyes, covered by Wiggins. Wiggins with the block. Here is Doc. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Shoots a fader. It's tipped. Pass to Poole. And it's blocked by Scott. They recover it. Good on the shot. Rockets trail by 13. 44 seconds left to play here in the third. Wiggins with it, and the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wiggins passes to Maverick. Wiggins against Covington. And Wiggins throws it down.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
26 seconds left in the third quarter. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to D. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. And it's stopped with the jam.
Doing
his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And, Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second-chance opportunities.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Wiggins is out there with the prodigy. And there's Maverick, and there's Doc, and it's Poole in at the shooting guard. That's the Warriors' foul. Players out there are either loved or hated by the fans. There's no in-between, Smitty. But when you take a look at divisive players in the league, who pops into your head?
Draymond Green, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. There's some people who love him, and there's some people that hate him.
Sure.
Joel Embiid is starting to creep into that conversation. Those are some of the guys some people love him and some people hate him.
No good on the free throw. Green is checked in for the Warriors. He hits the second from the line. And it's the Warriors with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Here's Maverick. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort. Now here's Rivers. And the pass to deep. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
Relentless on the offensive glass, and then you love the finish.
Passes it to the product. Wiggins with it. Here's Maverick. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Now Rivers. Over Wiggins. Dean. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Timeout called the Warriors. And with a fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. Different look here for the Warriors. Dubs checked in for Maverick. James comes in for Draymond Green. Klay Thompson is checked in for Andrew Wiggins. And Curry subbed in for Doc. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Steve Kerr talked to his team during the break. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Harden can't hit.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
That's his first criticism. At the line for points, Russell Westbrook. At the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
They needed more from him there. Any point they can get is absolutely critical for them right now.
James outside. On the wing, Thompson. Connects from three-point range. And the Warriors lead by 18.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
Look at their number of assists.
You know, they didn't get stuck in those one-on-one situations, and they got the ball to the guys with the best matchups. Easy drives, open jumpers, and great ball movement.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the Prodigy.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
Westbrook against Curry. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 5. Thompson inside the line. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Westbrook, no good.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Will it go? And the rejection by Curry.
Love seeing Stephen Curry get up and send that one back.
From the inbound, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Houston. D. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Thompson. We see the Warriors taking the game here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.